Another one of those long days. Makes sense, it's right before the weekend, or I guess the week starts. I already want to go home. So the shop is slowly but surely taking shape, taking form. I mean, look. Nice little corner going on here, except for the phone being kind of low. It's kind of stupid. Nice little Koken. Is this a Koken? Shungi, whatever. Little presidential chair and a garbage can. Nonetheless, it works. What I would love would be to mount something here to hold the camera. It's like a mounted tripod. Oh, there's stickers there. It's like a mounted tripod or some camera stand, so I can just have it as a wide shot view of the shop. Set it up and have it ready to go at pretty much any given time. But for now, we're gonna be using this Mantis palette. It works. One thing about San Francisco that's so funny is that people will literally park wherever they can. This is literally 10:07. My first appointment is at 10 o'clock. He's not here. They're blown out. Pretty sure people are just hungover. The parking. Pokemon Go, catching a shadow. Usually I don't eat lunch, so I usually bring one of these little Cliff Bars for lunch because I'm kind of irresponsible and won't walk down the street. So that's usually the barber lunch. It's not that good for you. It's okay. So at this point, the lighting in the barbershop is still kind of shit. So I have this ring light right here to compensate for the lack of good lighting we have. But I'm just gonna bounce it off this wall just so that it can illuminate the hand a little more. Because you can tell, I need some light. And when it comes to cutting hair, better lighting is always gonna result in a better haircut. I was gonna do something. What was I gonna do? I forgot.
What's happening, man?
Morning, how's everything?
Good, good. Is that parking right here?
Nope. One thing I've noticed lately is that the meter maids do come around on Sunday. Priorities are all fucked up in San Francisco. One of the hardest parts about getting new clients is they don't really have any real dedication to coming in on time. It is 103. Well, that's kind of the name of the game. When you get new clients, you kind of have to space your time out properly. It's a client that you've been working with for however long. They have a little bit of understanding and respect for your time versus new people, for the most part, don't really care. Patiently waiting, which is funny because yesterday was all new people except for one person. So out of the whole day, one regular client. Everyone else was brand new, came on time. Today, a couple new people, not on time. And one of the ways to actually circumvent this hassle for the most part, pricing out new clients, you actually would raise your price specifically for new people in order for them to really respect your time and that they're spending a little bit more money. And the last thing they want to do is actually waste out on that money by having to pay a cancellation fee. And that's actually one that you could do to kind of work around the hassle of new people not showing up. I like my time, I like to be streamlined, I like to take everyone back to back to back to back. No breaks in between, that's why I don't really eat a lunch. Just to focus and just hit that flow state so that when the day's over, the day's over. But right now,
the day's kind of dragging.
Good meat ducks. Well, at this point, we might as well do some story time. All right, so this here corner, we are trying to make it a little content corner. We still got some work to do. Obviously, this is not very sound treated at all, but one of the things we have planned for the barbershop is to do more content, obviously, to build an online presence. Also, I think one aspect that I would want to bring to the YouTube channel is the story. Discussions in the barbershop are very intimate, very personal, and a lot of the stories, for the most part, are never retold. And I think that's the hard part, is that I think it's just super highly beneficial because, for one, not too many people have that kind of outlet where they can share their experiences of what's actually going on in life, such as the hardships. For instance, one aspect being having to go through in vitro, and that's a big deal. A lot of people don't realize how many people are actually doing it, and I think that's the hard part, especially when it comes to being a guy. You feel the guilt, you feel the burden, you feel the weight of it, but you don't really know how to expend that. It's just one of those things that not too many people talk about, and I think just bring a dialogue to the masses so that people understand they're not alone. I think that's something that I would love to showcase here in the shop so that people understand that this is a place for everyone to come in and find some level of communities, find some level of peace, and share the experiences that have gotten us to become who we are, and the type of people who grow with other people in a very different way than you normally would with any other interaction you have in life, especially when it comes to the service industry. With a barber, you get pretty intimate, so stay tuned. And this guy's still in here.
Ain't nobody wanna come here and get a haircut, huh?
You can use you can use Afterpay to pay for a haircut? Well, that sucks. Effectively, that is 1 hour's worth of work that is now lost because this person just decided not to care, not to show up. Having someone like that be on your books, and most likely they're gonna continuously do this, it's not someone I want to put on my books and become one of my clients. Like I said, I like to be streamlined, and this totally disrupts that considerably. Especially when I could be hanging out with this guy. Hey. Especially when I could. Some days we'll be busy as shit, back to back, no breaks. And some days we'll have a lot of cancellations and no-shows. You have to be willing to make amends and deal with it. Unfortunately, like as much as I'd rather not, just, you know, deal with it. Kinda got it. Like tomorrow, I was gonna have it as a day off, but one of my clients is flying out for a trip, so I'm actually gonna come in and take care of him sooner, even though I would love for it to be a day off, so I can actually have 2 sequential days off, which hasn't happened in a while. Take the business when it comes. Regardless of how exhausted you may or may not be. For myself, I am tired. What a wild day. Might as well lube up my clippers. Right here.
How are you, dude?
How's the day going?
Yeah,
I'm tired. I don't want to work tomorrow. But at the very least, we end on a strong note. I don't know if anyone's going to be here tomorrow. So far, kind of sucks. Am I working alone again?